The Hydra, also known as the multi-headed serpent of legend, is known in many different stories as hero slayers, as they are vicious and they have serpentine heads, as well as their infamous regeneration. So they also endlessly hunger, which is kind of terrifying. They continuously try to devour creatures, and that usually these guys go ahead and deplete whatever prey that are within the area. They just move to a new spot, and it's very easy for them to do so because they also have a kind of paralyzing effect on that area, basically, for foliage. They also usually have only 5 heads to start with, and many of the elder ones, however, have become like things of legend, and they usually are things that also sought to go ahead and be killed by like very strong adventurers. And yeah, they're also very territorial. But they go ahead and move around if they deplete all the stuff in that area. So we're also going to look at their stat block now and how you can use them in your campaign. So first off, they have 15 AC, 185 hit points, 40-foot movement, 40-foot swimming. They are a CR8. They have that hold breath. They have the ability to hold breath for an hour. So you could go ahead and hypothetically, suffocate one, I suppose. Kind of interesting. They do have multi-headed, by the way. So when you go ahead and kill one head, it actually regenerates, and they actually gain more hit points. So when you do like 25 damage in one or more attacks, so if you have a party, for example, that loves to do a ton of damage at once, that will actually lead to a sever like of a head, and it will actually make them regain hit points, which is kind of funny. So it's kind of a counter to like a rogue or something like that. Additionally, they also just have reactive heads, which allow them more reactions. Kind of crazy, I would point out. They also just have multi-attack bite, so it's only 10 damage, but they do get to go ahead and make as many attacks as they have heads, so it's 5 attacks, so that's about 50 damage they can do. So guys, I would say probably a minimum, I would have my party level 6 or 5 to face these guys just because of how dangerous they are. I think that it would also be, you can also like turn down the amount of heads they have in order to go ahead and make the fight more fair if you wanted to. So you could maybe do it at lower levels, but still they have 184 hit points, so you might have to adjust that too. Overall though, I would go ahead and put these in my game just because they're pretty crazy, pretty cool, and they're probably a really good quest, and maybe you could even get like some sort of regeneration potion or something like that. That'd be kind of cool to use. Anyway, kind of crazy, kind of cool.